They're silly.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan. My pronouns are he, him. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show.
Flaps.
We are playing Vast Grimm, which is a game by Brian Collin and Ross Brandt. It is published by Creature Curation, and it is a body horror action comedy extravaganza, I think is probably the best way to put it.
I've been calling it the capitalist hellscape where the worms eat my brains for real.
Right. I feel like we've hit my elevator pitch, which has been this is Doom meets Red Dwarf. And this is the beginning of our final arc of our time here in the Vast Grimm verse. You're going to want to go back 6 episodes if you want to see this whole thing from the beginning. And you do, because it has been a horrible but enjoyable time here in the Vast Grimm verse. One of the things that you might notice is that if you are watching us on YouTube, we don't have our regular cast sort of setup because the characters in Vast Grimm are much more disposable. So we've cycled through a few. By going back to the first episode, you will not only see where the story begins, but you'll also get to see some of the folks here cycle through a few different characters. It's time to head back and see where our Super Crystal Platinum Plus members of the Vicious Princess, what they're up to and how they're surviving. But before we do that, I'm going to go around the table and have everybody introduce themselves and the character that they are playing. And we are going to start with our very special guest mind player.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenny Higgins, she, hers, and I am playing Galore, a twisted biochemist.
And let's move on to our next mind player, who is also special, just not a very special guest.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan Fishburne, she, her, and I am playing Cinder, the Devout.
Let's move on to our other special mind player.
Oh, who's that?
That'd be you.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
Hi, my name is Ethan Eichson Anderson, he, him, and I am playing the Manchine Buck.
And what does Buck like to do?
Shank.
And last but not least, our most specialist mind player of them all.
Hi, my name is Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, and I am playing the somehow still alive emo bot Saria.
We love the emo bot. She is the heart and in many ways the throat of this show. Now,
Anybody want a waffle?
I feel like this should be the part where Brad does like a
flashback.
Marvel ad, boop. Please see episode blah to understand this show. When we last left the crew members of the Vicious Princess, they had found a moment's respite on the travel station 0116R, where they had been sent to pick up some meal slurry to take back to the ship, because since the Vicious Princess is a ship full of cryogenic freezers, they hadn't packed any supplies. Unfortunately, their peaceful meal was interrupted by a strike on the station. And we begin our episode tonight on the wreckage of the travel station, where smoke and steam billows through the hallways, and there are, piles of bent steel and rocks for some reason, because we much if you've watched our Star Trek show, we sort of embrace the TV production value of that. And I'm very happy that the players here have understood the assignment, that this is also kind of meant to be a, shall we say, direct-to-video experience. We see the rocks and the chunks of metal and smoke, sparking wires and small fires as the camera pans through the hallway wreckage. There are also big chunks of rock that have punched through the walls of the station. One of them starts to shake and rumble. And as the rock falls away, a man steps through the hole, wearing a future-y suit. How most future suits have a mandarin collar and a thin business tie. So something along that, kind of the
They have floating rings. I love floating rings on clothes.
I'm feeling underdressed.
But there is a full motorcycle-style helmet with a mirrored face, and then pulsing along the edges of the face enclosure, you can see an eerie blue light. This gentleman steps out of the rock, and he comes to the middle of the station where the diner was located, and there are bodies sprawled everywhere. And he is joined by another handful of about 3 of these suit-wearing, helmeted individuals. Check for survivors.
Do we still have our thing filled with our slurry food?
Oh, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
You're all making a toughness roll for me.
Okay.
Oh,
In case, there you go, you guys. There you go.
Thanks for reminding me, Jordan.
You're welcome.
Anybody, don't forget you do have favors that you can use if you wish to re-roll, if you don't think you, or if you're just intrigued at what will happen if you fail a toughness roll when a bunch of meteors have hit the space station that you're on.
What's our magic number?
12. Who lived?
Yeah.
Oh.
Before I re-rolled, it was a crit fail, though, so this is better.
It is actually,
Yeah.
because if it would have been a crit fail, then
Sorry, I would have gone bye-bye.
yeah, she would have died ignobly off the screen.
That would have been great, though.
After how long you
Last
lived.
act is
Just
awful.
what
And
else?
your intro to this episode where you're like, and she's still somehow alive.
And then no.
Yeah, and then no. Well, it also smacks of the direct to video horror movies where the main actress after 3 of them is like, no, I'm done. I have a
Someone
Burger
offered me a better paying.
Yeah, I have a Burger King commercial now. I do not need this anymore. Cinder, Buck, Sailor, you awaken. Well, awaken is maybe a strong word. You sort of roll out of into consciousness. You are all cold. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust and the throbbing of your head to slow down to a dull roar before you realize you are in some kind of meat locker or freezer of some sort. Because you look around and you see like gigantic industrial bottles of ketchup, syrup.
Is there any alcohol in
It
here?
is a diner.
I swear that when this show airs, there's going to be like a very tiny uptick in Canadian viewership, and we're going to be like, what episode is that? Oh.
Is there any alcohol in here, Rob?
There is not. It's mostly foodstuffs.
Is
And
any of it so expired? It was orange juice, and now it's
Or apple juice?
Is anything on its way to becoming something
Fermented?
life-saving booze?
Do we still have our food slurry, or did someone take that?
No, your food slur is nowhere to be found.
We paid
Those
for that,
bastards.
probably.
And on top of that, well, no.
Now, in this room, are the lights on?
Yes.
Okay. And it's us, and it's tomato mash. Are there any other bodies?
It's not made. Well, they apparently laid out for Mato Mash, which is the high level brand, as opposed to Catch Slurp, like that's the Hunt's version.
Is that when they made purple ketchup for a while? Remember that?
eat it.
Everyone remembers
Green
that?
Oh, it's like
ketchup.
yogurt,
I
but
couldn't eat
like-
it.
Yeah. Oh God, it's like it's like a big thing that you have
Oh, things I hate it.
Don't knock it till you're desperate.
Well, they've been doing these weird. Welcome to Condiment Talk. They've been doing these weird, like Franken condiments too. That like
Ketchup
Mayo-
stirred.
mayo chuck.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Cranch.
so I feel like that's the remaining condiments are the ones where they just they homemade the to like lengthen out the thing, because they figure, well, the preservatives in one thing and the preservatives in the other thing mean double the length, double the shelf life, right?
That's how science works.
Yeah.
Ranch
Shelf life,
Q.
equal half-life.
What did you say?
Relish Chipotle.
Yeah.
And I feel like, honestly, if you combine Ranchicue and Relish Potle in the proper ratios, you get napalm.
Oh, Ray Gherkins.
And I know the god of this universe has Windy City sauce sitting in his
You said you were looking around.
I'm
there
looking
are
around.
there are other people in here, but they are still passed out.
Okay, like I can check and see if they're alive, and
Yeah.
like okay,
Um,
it's not
But
half as gross as I thought it was gonna be.
no, but that's when you notice she's missing.
Where's Chipperbot?
Cut
my gin machine.
to. So,
I forgot about that.
That is the only reason my character likes you.
I'm here for it.
We're using you as a distillation bot.
One of my description pieces is alcoholism.
Okay, nice.
So as soon as you said you could make alcohol, I was like, my favorite robot in the galaxy.
you are the best.
Perfect.
You're my one true friend. You are.
Yep.
You are currently broken,
Oh, good.
which means you have 0 hit points.
That's great.
Do we have a little backpack to carry you around?
Like C3.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
Put 2 fanny packs together.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Was 3 the worst thing I could have rolled?
No.
Okay.
That probably would have been a 4.
So it was the second worst thing I could have rolled?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a like one of those caution triangles that like as you're like booting up like there's a little caution triangle that is flashing in your internal display, and assuming that you click on it and are like, I'm just going to ignore this.
No, I probably click on it.
Well, I guess it is up to you.
I mean, I could go full murder bot and not click on it, but no, I click on it.
It shows a display of your body, and it shows that there is an internal leak of your bioneural fluid. And were you human, this would be called a hemorrhage.
Oh, good. Great. Am I losing all my gin?
No.
No, but it is. Well, it's all kind of mixing internally into one combo fluid.
Yeah.
Your very own Ranchicue, if you will.
Ranchicue, yeah.
That's true.
And there is an internal clock that is ticking down until your injury will be non-recoverable.
Is there a way that I can find something around me that I can, like, stop the bleeding? Like, if I was a human, I would probably find something to wrap around the wound to keep things.
Well, you're not
where they
bleeding
should be.
out. You're bleeding internally.
Fine.
And on top of that, there is something on your face that is wet and sticky.
No. Is it a waffle?
Yes, it is a waffle,
Oh, good.
but it is being held by a severed hand full of broken fingers. You push that off, and you realize that you are sitting in some sort of like a freight elevator that is approximately 2 feet deep in dead bodies, and some of them.
How deep am I?
You're about waist deep.
Okay, great.
And you recognize some of the bodies as other passengers on the station, including at least 2 Jeffs.
Okay.
From the
Jeff squad.
Yeah.
I think the first thing I do is check around that I don't find any of these chuckleheads.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
None of them are here.
If I ate or drank something particularly viscous, would it clog up my bits to keep me from bleeding internally?
Like syrup?
Like
Well,
whatever goo you're
What do you
soaking in.
have that would fit here? I
Um,
mean, you can paw through the pile of bodies and see if something comes up.
ghost pepper spray. No.
You're still bleeding internally, but now it burns.
But now you're
hot enough. You
Oh,
just crack an egg
okay.
into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, see, here it is.
Wait.
I have a
Are you-
T-shirt.
We'll defeat the hemorrhage via omelet? Is that what you're...
Well, if your motor's running too hot because of a leak, you can crack an egg into it and it cooks for the whole. And it gives you a temporary seal.
You know, see your hole with an A.
Yeah. But it'll work for a little
I don't
bit.
know. A Christmas Story told me something different, Brad. I'm thinking if I swallow the T-shirt that I have, that it might work its way into the right spot.
Internal
There's a,
gauze.
there's a yoga
And I'm
move
gonna-
called internal cleansing where you
I love the fact that Tawny is trying to use 1990s Sierra point and click game logic to try and solve this problem. Like, what do I have in my inventory that could possibly fix this?
To
Like,
be
not
fair, I
everything.
will also cry the whole time I'm swallowing this T-shirt because I wanted it so bad and I spent so much money on
And
it.
now it'll always be a part of you.
It'll always be a part of me.
and you had all that great practice deep throating that waffle. It's going to go
Yes.
down so easy. So easy.
She paid good credits for that T-shirt too.
Yeah, you did.
I think it was
that
like
guy.
it was like 300 credits.
No.
No, it was,
No, it was
like
like
50.
50.
I played 50. You got it for 30.
Okay.
So you got a discount.
Because you
Because I had no money.
you made a persuasion roll and succeeded.
Do you have a hatch you can like access ports
Well-
or something?
I will say, if you make it back to the Vicious Princess, there are facilities that
Okay.
you could use to permanently fix this. I'll let you make this decision.
Okay.
This will be another toughness roll. Because you're already hemorrhaging, the difficulty rating will be 16 instead of 12. If you succeed, the clock basically slows and you have 2 hours until your hemorrhage kills you. If you fail, the clock is for an hour. If you critical succeed, you actually fix it
With the t-shirt.
with the t-shirt.
Okay.
If you critically fail, you have 30 minutes.
Okay. We're rolling for it.
Okay? 16 is the target. Add your toughness.
Oh,
What is your roll?
3. Oh! Here I have bottle caps. I didn't get enough d20s. Ah! 9. Here I have a bottle
An
cap.
hour is still likely enough time to get off the
Now,
station.
if you fill your body with secondary fluid,
I'm trying one more time. One more.
Like in what?
Okay, birthday cake dice.
Yeah,
Come on,
whatever
man.
that-
Don't fail me.
the Capri Sun of the dude next to you.
Another 9.
Okay.
Another 9. Yet another 9. Okay.
At least you got them all out of your dice system.
You say that now, and then I roll 9s all night.
Oh, bugger.
So, I think you get the t-shirt in your mouth.
But I'm sobbing the whole time.
Yeah,
I look at the t-shirt and I say, I'm going to miss you so much.
I'm so sorry. But I think before you actually start to swallow, you hear someone coming.
Oh,
Awkward.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught doing that.
I wipe my tears, which remember you gave me tears last time,
Right.
and I only had a certain. So I wipe them with my t-shirt and I stow it back away.
Oh, if I was more clever, I would have had you be able to detect your internal problem by the different flavor of your tears, but even I am just human sometimes. Anyway.
I will try to do a sneak to see who it is and if it's a friendly seeming person or an unfriendly seeming person. Or a Jeff.
The third option.
Or-
Yeah.
There is, this is why I never name any characters Rob ever. If you haven't noticed already, go ahead and give me a agility roll here. Basic 12. Are you doing a teacup saucer out on your dice right now?
Birthday cake.
Did you roll a 9?
Yeah.
No.
You do get to add your modifier from your agility.
Okay. Then it's a 10.
Oh yeah, no.
I thought it was a +1, so I thought it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still fail. I'll give you a choice. You can either see who it is, but they see you back, or hide amongst the dead and dive deeper into the pile of spurting limbs and.
I think Saria is very trusting, and so I think I let them see me.
All right. The door to the freight elevator opens, and there is a black suited gentleman wearing a full mirrored helmet with a weird blue glow crinkling around the edges and dragging a pair of torsos behind him. And they're leaving a slick trail of blood, and you can see worms slithering out of the entrance to flee.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, hello. My name is Saria, and
He
you.
he drops the things and reaches into his suit to draw a cut back to the.
well,
Where's your gin bot?
pretty sure they're dead.
Aww.
No.
Obviously, the holding tank for the living
Yeah.
to be ripe later.
Oh.
But maybe they're stupid
Hey.
and they didn't realize that a robot was alive. Please, man, I really need this win.
I'm half robot,
Because she really needs
and
the
they
gin.
put me in the living.
But you're half robot, not full robot. You still have like a
pulse and stuff.
yeah, right?
I assume.
Ah.
Does anybody have any tracking skills? Can you smell her oil base or her her eyeliner. What?
Smelled like waffles last time I saw her. She had waffle breath.
Can we get out of here?
Please.
The freezer door is locked.
Actually, fun fact about those things. You push the thing on the inside, so nobody can lock you in those.
Oh.
However, this is the future where
Sposha?
Sposha is great.
Yeah.
We have had
just
this
tested that.
Is there a grate above the door?
Are the meat on hooks on a trolley system?
No, this is like a small kitchen. Like it's a walk-in freezer, but this is not like an industrial like.
No, there's no hatch at the top for...
The meat is like cubed and stacked in one corner.
Nice.
Is there like...
Basically, imagine Spam without the can.
Oh.
That's what the meat looks like.
Can I like take a can lid and try to like jimmy open the lock?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Give me an agility check.
I need this.
This is going to be an agility check of 14.
I love my +0 on this roll.
Did you roll an 8?
2.
Okay.
Are you going to spend a favor or no?
Oh, I only got one of those guys,
Okay.
so I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah, your can lid thing isn't going to work.
It like bends in there, and I'm kind of like, so I jammed it more. What else we got?
Have we tried
Good.
knocking on the door yet?
No.
I would like to knock very loudly on the door, shaving a haircut.
No living being can
Resist.
refuse. Yeah.
Chunk. The door opens, and there are two suited individuals. Full black suit, thin strip tie, mirrored helmet, and 2 bits.
Nice.
It worked.
Okay, so my plan worked. What's your guys' plan?
Do they seem wormy?
How would... Well, give me a... Actually, everybody can give me a presence check. Target 14.
16.
I just ate that roll.
Hey.
Hey, so did I.
Welcome to
But
the 8 Club.
it's an 11.
Guys, you're making me real nervous.
You recognize the uniform of the Grimm Corps. So you know how the worm, like, naturally infects people and has been slowly passing its way through all the living beings of this universe?
Yeah.
These guys are doing it on purpose.
So they're my guys. They're my guys.
No, they're not religious.
Shame. Does that mean they have the Grimm?
Yes.
So if I read my torn page from the Book of Fatuma, which allows me to entice them to my bidding for D4 rounds.
Oh, is that a special ability, or is that, what is that?
It is...
Or is that Jordan just making something up?
I read it very confidently from my imagination.
I like where this is going. I think I'd like to subscribe.
One of the skills that I rolled for the devout.
Okay. I'm definitely not checking.
It's on page 36 for you
Yeah, okay.
playing along at home.
No, you're right.
When I read from it, any of the Grimm within hearing will do your bidding for D4 rounds before dying.
Nice.
The page can only be read from once per day.
Nice.
She is not actually making that up. That is a for real power that she has.
Perfect
Nice.
timing for you to be playing that character.
Yep. Each of the 6 disciples of the Fatuma had a unique spark of they inside of them, because causing different strains of the Grimm to fester within the verse. These deviated mutations became infamous among the living as worms. From the spark explodes 6 festering coils, snake-like worms, who then together are they.
I love these games. Yeah, so go ahead and roll 2d4. What's the best roll?
3.
Okay, so that's how long they have to do your bidding?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that hours or minutes?
Round.
Rounds. Okay.
Yes.
So they both tilt their heads. What is the like religious, like, you know, sign of the cross kind of move that the devout
I believe we've already determined that.
Oh shit, yeah. Hey, someone's been not practicing. That's great.
Well, for us, it just looks like this because we have no middle finger.
Oh yeah.
That is true. I do think because I don't have any middle fingers.
Okay.
I go to do the sign and then I go. I put my hands together and wave.
So I think they go like shock straight and get very David Bowie twitchy, like if you ever seen the Black Star video where it's kind of that move, and they are under your control for the next 3 rounds. So basically, you get to tell them to do 3 things. I'll say.
Undress.
Nice.
Oh, I get it. I understand.
You're gonna do the old stormtrooper bit, huh?
I spent too much time on Tumblr recently.
Hey.
My, what large worms you have.
They both take off their helmets, and you can see that the blue glow crackling around the edges was coming from their eyes, and their whole bodies are shot through with these glowing blue veins as they strip off their uniforms and they like fold pants, fold top, helmet.
Beautiful. Tell me your plan.
And they both talk at the same time. We are here to convert the living and eat the dead.
I do the worm signals. I'm like, yeah, legit. Snap. Give me one of your secrets.
Only 4 survived. And then they both put the guns that they had in their hands to their heads, and splattering the upper chunk of the station with glowy blue brain matter.
Beautiful.
And it and we're going for the R rating here. It drips down onto the floor, and you see the brain, like the chunks of brain, wriggle away.
Why was that necessary?
Oh wait, they shoot each other's head just because I feel like that's more arty.
Yeah. Just both like cross armed.
Like,
I've always loved you. Blam!
Yeah.
I go to pick up one of the guns, and as I'm wiping it off, I'm like, hey, that was all right. Okay. I don't know what's going on.
What a shame. I start pulling on pants.
Yeah, sadly, these are not Manchine sized.
I also still have my exoskeleton thingy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope.
Are there any
You do.
clothes?
Do you want this one? And I'll go wipe off the other gun.
Yeah, thank you.
Here you go.
Is there like any glow sticks in here
Ooh.
so we can try to recreate the blue golem?
Meanwhile,
I guess no.
Hi, hey, hello.
he's
I can
got a
help
gun.
you. And I pepper spray him.
Okay, well, first you got to roll initiative.
Oh, good, great. Yeah.
8?
8.
No, it's a D6 to roll an initiative.
No, I rolled a 16.
That has a 6 in it.
Tell you what, Tawny, because I'm a benevolent dictator, you can keep that for your next attack roll. Should you actually be able to make
Should
one?
I actually be able to make one? 3.
How benevolent of you.
So combat means that he goes first because you rolled a 3.
Good. Yes.
So,
I'm gonna die.
well, I'll tell you, I will give you a choice here. It's a lot of fun to let Tawny choose.
Dang.
Do you want to use the 16 that you rolled as your defense roll
Yeah.
to dodge his shot?
Yes.
Or do you want to roll defense and keep that for your attack roll afterwards?
I might not get an attack roll if I don't use it, so I'm using it.
You and your logic. So he pulls out the gun ready to blast you, and there are a pair of blaster echoes from off that snap his head that way. So what are you going? How are you going to attack him here? Or are you going to attack him, or are you just going to run for it?
I'm activating my electric morning star,
So you're going to run for it.
and I'm gonna morning star him in the underneath the helmet, in the
Okay.
throat.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Are you doing like extra wiggle fingers with that?
We're practicing.
That's strength that I add to that.
Mm-hmm.
15.
That will hit.
Oh,
Yay.
Ha! Woo! That's a D12 of damage. 10.
Ooh.
Is he dead? Did I kill him?
The suits are just a D2.
A stylish choice. Does that mean we have D2 armor now?
Yes.
Yes!
So it subtracts 2.
So he takes 8.
8.
Is he dead? Did I kill him?
Yes.
Oh, she lives to waffle again.
Well, tell me how you kill him.
So I dodge the whatever as he looks away, and then just like I'm aiming directly underneath the helmet and just center chest, just like electric morning star, and I think it goes all the way through him. Just
Okay.
like accidentally.
Splat.
Well, he wasn't as friendly as I thought he would be, and so now I will run.
Oh no, she took so much damage she reset her accent.
Oh no.
I am going to try to get to the vicious princess.
Okay. Well, so you are
Without food?
We're chopped.
I have like an hour before I
Yeah, stop for
sweep
food.
Before
out.
she bleeds in.
Yeah.
That's where the blood's supposed to go.
Well, I learned recently, just because it's still in you doesn't mean you're still able to use it.
I don't know. That sounds like it's a fact, and I don't believe in those.
okay. Well, you come out onto the corridor, or onto the main sort of central location, just as Buck and 2 of the suited worm guys walk out basically across the central promenade from you. Like they're closer towards the diner. You're closer to where the ships are to the Vicious Princess.
I think I try to like shoulder roll to get behind something near where Buck is, and then stick my head around it and go, Buck, Buck, Buck.
Did we see her?
Yeah.
You 2 give me presence rolls. You 2 give me an agility roll. Oh, your agility rolls are at -4, by the way,
Cool, good.
because rolling around on the floor is not great for internal bleeding.
That's a 0.
15.
21!
So you don't really roll so much as like dolphin flop.
Skid right to her feet.
like I think your brain thinks shoulder roll, and your body is more like log roll, like twice.
But I still, I mean, I try. I'm trying to be sneaky, and I go, Buck,
Yeah,
Buck.
and
they're not good guys. You need to.
My
with
favorite
me."
robot. My favorite robot.
Yeah, we thought you were dead.
There are people in disguise.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like lift the helmet a little bit.
Waffles, where were you?
I'm leaking on the inside.
No.
Yeah.
pew pew pew. Two more suits come from the other corridor and start firing.
What
So we gotta
guns
catch
do
you
we
guys.
get?
Like,
Oh yeah. What guns do we have? First of all, and then second of all, I was not on the let's pretend to have them as prisoners. Man, I immediately was like, bruh.
You're like, shit. Oh well.
The disguise lasted until now.
I mean, it worked about as well as it did in Star Wars.
Yeah.
well, we got company.
You've
have a
got
lot than me.
you've got a D6 blaster
Ooh.
that has 12 charges, but each charge or each shot uses 4 of those charges. So basically, have 3 shots.
Nice.
And your spacesuits are tier 1, and they subtract D2 damage.
Okay. I thought you said they were tier 2.
No,
D2.
D2. Got it.
D2. Yeah. Are you fighting or are you running?
I'm not good at all, but I will fight if you do.
You can she like you can see like a bulge starting to form on her side where the liquid
Where my
is
skin
pooling.
already doesn't fit.
Yeah.
How
My
far
best
are we from the
romance.
vicious princess?
You're gonna make a run?
How far are we?
Basically, you've got to clear 2 zones, which means you've got 2 turns to get there, unless you want to make a agility roll to try and speed that up. But then, if you fail that roll, you might slip on some, viscera or something, and get stuck in the same zone.
My robot friend is dying.
I
I
think I'll be all right.
Oh god.
I will
She's close.
I know.
fight.
Yeah, one of her
Okay,
thumbs
alright.
is like this big, and the other one is normal size.
All 3 of my hit points will fight.
Well, if you guys want to run, I can hold them off.
You would do that?
And
You're
then
gonna hold him off while we drag her.
if I survive, I'll come meet you guys. Depending, yeah. My hit points are 3 times yours. And I have a tier 3 armor.
They're not
That's
very
okay.
tough.
Yeah, I take one of her arms,
Yeah,
you take the other one, and we just start
Okay.
running.
We gotta
So
work
Buck-
this one
so
fast.
Rushing them.
All right, Buck's last stand. Here we go.
Going buck wild.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't understand that. Whoa! Sure, you crit success that attack.
You deserve
It's
that.
highly offensive in Buck society.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll. Are you going to do your double attack where you try to do with the clamp and the other one too?
Yeah.
Okay. Your target is 12.
I rolled. Is it just a straight roll?
Plus your strength.
I rolled a 20.
Okay, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
So let's see. I have a Rusty Pincer, which is a D6 plus. There's a 1 in 6 chance that it closes and does an extra D4.
Ah, yeah.
Like a Tasmanian devil, huh?
It does not, so that's 4 damage from that.
Okay.
And then I have the claw attack, which also does a 6. And has a 1 in 3 chance of locking up, allowing the enemy to give a free attack on me.
Okay.
Oh,
Can't look.
And it does.
So were those both on one guy, or did you split those?
Those will be both on 1.
Okay, so what's the
Whale.
total damage you did?
Total is 10.
Okay. So, what's funny, because the first one, I was actually looking up the morale rules, because in theory what every creature has morale, where if it loses half its hit points, you basically have to check to see if it's like, fuck this! And so that would have triggered on that first roll, but that second roll kills it. Ooh. However, because your thing did lock up, I'm going to say that so you're going to get to do your kill animation.
Okay.
But some part of the Grimm that you kill is stuck in your claw now.
Nice.
And you won't be able to use it.
Wormed.
So, tell me how you take that guy out.
So with the rusty pincer, I basically reach under him, grab him between his legs, lift him up, and then just take the claw and come down and just sandwich in between.
Ooh.
Damn.
The industrial accident
Yes.
kill. Very nice. Okay, give me an agility check.
Ooh, that's a -4.
Oh, because of his exoskeleton.
So that would be a 5.
Right. Well, that's the thing, is that
Plus a -2 to defend.
that's in a defense roll,
Okay.
so it's only -2.
Okay, so 7.
Okay. You're still going to get hit.
Oh, yeah.
But the trade-off is that you now have a sweet armor die that you roll to soak up
Some of that damage.
some of that damage. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna have him. You charged the one guy and smushed him. The other guy is like, and backed up. So he's gonna blast you for 4.
-1.
So you take 3, but it is now your turn.
And so my claw's dead, so a pincer attack. That'll be 6 damage. And it's
All right.
not close.
You close to him and tear off his blaster arm. It stays there for a moment, and then you see the worms inside of it wriggle out the socket and try to grab onto the stump to pull it back.
Nice.
So go ahead and give me a defense roll, please.
Defense. That is a 17.
So one of the worms that reaches out from inside the arm, like, streaks out towards you and just dink on one of the armor pieces. But like, if you hadn't had that armor piece there, like this thing is Durasteel armor, and it's still like the teeth still latch into it for a second, but then you just go and chuck it away.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
You are not invited.
Oh, pincer time?
I think
Pinch
you're going
him.
to take this guy.
Pinch him.
That is a 3.
That is a miss. How many rounds has it been? This is the third round?
This is 3rd.
This is is it 1 per?
Tell you what, it's the third round. After this, we'll cut away to. Oh, so you have to make a defense check here.
Yes. That would be a 5.
Okay, you're going to take 3 points of damage.
-4.
Nice.
Okay, cut to. You come down the main corridor, and you see the airlock that leads to the Alpha dinghy that will take you back to the
My favorite dinghy.
to the Vicious Princess. But over on the other side of the hallway, like here's where the door is, but stacked in the corner on the other side of the hallway is the crate of the foodstuffs.
It should
Do
be
you
on
think
kind of a
we could
hover.
make it taste like waffles.
We can put her up on top of it and shove.
And push? I think
Yeah.
that might be better.
I can still walk.
Hush.
We throw her on top of the crate. It's still on like the hover
Yeah.
cart?
Yeah.
We throw her on top of
Somebody just kind of push it off to the side.
Yeah.
Cool, because that's when 2 more Grimm suits come out of the. If you would have gone to the thing, you would have gotten scot-free. I'm just saying.
But the food, I have to have something to soak up the alcohol.
And they fire a shot at you and a shot at you from the doorway. So defensive checks, which are agility, difficulty 12.
You rolled an 8.
Remember, you do have favors,
That's true. I'll use mine.
21.
All right.
And it was a 20 plus my 1.
Oh, a nat 20?
A nat 20.
Ooh. You might actually get a cool thing.
Now I
I
have
like it to reflect off of my glossy thing and ricochet back to the guy.
Well, don't you have a gun?
I do.
When you roll a nat 20 on a defense roll, you get a free attack.
Sweet.
So do you want to shoot first?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot first.
Noise.
Bam.
All right. So attack roll difficulty 12, agility because you're using the blaster.
blaster away.
Plus agility.
Mhm.
2.
Did you roll a nat 1?
Did.
Oh, they're
The highs and the lows.
This is why the D20 is a fickle
Hey,
mistress.
for a mullet and a Hawaiian shirt, what are you expecting?
Party in the front with the nat 20.
I know.
Work in the back.
Yeah. It's a reverse.
So we cut to the slow-mo, like, you're like, hey, let's, and you see the barrel poke out of the doorway, and you're like, and you pull the trigger, and the battery light flashes once, twice, and then completely drains.
Oh.
You would have had him. You would have had him with, like,
Maybe I can charge it. Okay.
so you're still missed. Did you re-roll or
I re-rolled and I got a dirty 20.
Okay, that's perfect. So you drop behind the crate of foodstuffs as blaster bolts peg into it. Doof, doof. What's your action here?
I'm sitting on top of it. How close are they?
You can close.
Pop your bubble and spray him.
No, she needs that inside.
Yeah.
Well, she also has the thumb that is now about.
No, I think. Squeeze. Okay, as funny as that is, no. I think she breaks out the electric morning star because,
Does that use charges at all?
yes, 2d6 rounds, but it doesn't say it's like once a day or anything like that.
Oh, because that's it's an ability that you have.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
okay.
So I busted out my fist goes backward and the morning star shoots out around it, and I punched the guy
Well, there's
in
okay.
the throat.
Well, there's 2 of them.
The one on the right.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Strength 19.
That hits. Roll damage.
D.
You would have kept that if that would have been a 12.
Yeah.
Should have kept it.
Should have kept it because it's a 1.
Oh, okay. You take a mighty swing with your electric morning star, and just as it's about to smash into his face thing, it shorts.
Oh.
And
Does my thumb pop at the same time and sweep him in the face at least?
oh, that's even better. I like that. You bust it out, and then you put your other hand out to like get some more momentum, and the fluid just goes, and he's like, oh.
That is
More psychological.
I am literally filled with worms, and this is the grossest thing. Oh.
Squished and like streaking over his mask.
Yeah.
wipe it off because it's oily.
It's
Neural fluids.
Automatic windshield wipers.
So they fire. So he fires back at you.
Can
Give me
I
a defense
attack?
roll. Oh
Yeah?
yeah,
Yeah, because I didn't do.
I forgot. Did everybody get a chance to regular attack, or was this her? You didn't regular attack.
I
you
didn't regular
counterattack.
attack.
So you two both get an attack here. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Maybe I won't die.
I just add 1 to it.
Yeah, your target is 12.
What's your agility?
It's my strength, and I rolled
Agility
a
for
10.
shooting.
Oh,
So I did nothing.
okay. Yeah. So you're melee attacking, not shooting.
I was shooting.
Okay, so that's agility then. Yeah.
Oh, then that was 9.
Glad I asked.
Is my gun still dead?
Yes, it's completely dead.
Ah.
Apparently, these worm geeks don't know to plug in their guns overnight.
Use your other gun.
I have a Oh, I've got my lightning sword.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there is that.
Or I have my inoculation gun. I like to attack from far away if I get the chance.
Does the inoculation gun deworm them?
Oh no, I don't think so.
No, I've got one that just says it works, so it'll probably cure his like.
What am I
minor
doing
case
with
of
my life? I
pneumonia.
don't.
But then the other one is the fog of pleasure, and he might just be a little too distracted, for however long.
All the
that
worms
lasts.
rush into a very specific area. After 4 hours, he needs to consult his worm physician. I'm so
A
sad.
wormator.
So I'll do the lightning sword. 'Cause
Okay.
I think that would probably.
So
be
take your
better.
melee attack, which is strength.
Okay.
Strength modifier plus d20 target is d12.
11.
I'm gonna die.
Heartbreaking.
If only Buck
Dying
was
right
here.
now.
Damn it!
Cut to
Aim us, Buck! You 1v2'd them fine, and here we are going pink, 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 pink.
Help us, Buck. You're our only hope.
you could have gotten off scot-free if you just left the meal slurry behind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought it was on the way. Like,
No, it was like
Off to the side.
Yeah,
oh
like-
shit! No, I thought it was on the way. So I'm just
it
like,
kind of is. Like it's
Let's
basically
keep
down.
going.
It, like imagine a T corner. It's on the end of this T corner, and the exit is over here.
Still gonna need.
I would like to limp scrape their direction.
Actually, let's do another round of attack from their bad guys, and then you arrive on the scene.
Okay.
So,
I'm definitely gonna die right here.
well, let's see
Let's
here. 1, 2, 3. Dealer's choice is 4. 1 at you. Dealer's choice is 4.
I gotta
I'm gonna
die.
die right
I gotta die one more time, Rob. I gotta die one more
So
time.
defensive checks for both of you.
Alright, I'll somebody get both of the attacks.
And is it D20 for defense?
If it isn't
also?
good or bad.
You don't have to. Nobody's shooting at you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. Agility, right?
Yep.
16.
5.
You take a hit.
It's still groups of 8.
My drinking buddy.
You take 5 points of damage.
-2.
Is 3.
And I'm at 0 hit points.
Okay, so you are broken.
Hey, welcome to the Broken Club.
Throw you on top of the crate.
I just look at him like, one more hit and I roll a new character, guys. I already used my page torn from the Book of Fatuma.
That was the thing.
That was the thing I could do.
So at broken, do you want to roll the d4 or do you want me to roll the d4?
Do it yourself. Don't be a coward.
I'll roll it. 2, 3.
Severed limb.
Oh, yeah.
Reduce agility permanently by 1.
What
and then-
limb you taking for me, Rob?
Oh, I pick?
Yeah. I think because I rolled, you get that dealer's choice.
Fallout.
Yeah, we have the Fallout dice. That's not in there anywhere, I don't think.
Right there?
Oh, they have limb dice in there.
Okay, yeah, roll it. Okay. Right arm.
Yeah.
Hang on to that.
The blaster goes off. How do you lose the arm here? Or do you pull the trigger on your gun and it blows up in your hand, and that's how you lose your...
I was thinking I tried to do a really cool slide out from behind the crates.
Because you saw her, you're like, that was fun! It would have worked if your gun would have had bullets in it.
So I tried to do a really cool slide, but what I didn't realize is there was a piece of metal torn up on the ground. So when I landed super hard, it just tore right through my arm.
You were really going for that low budget horror.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look, man, Dave brought his severed arm. We're going to use it, all right?
I'll cauterize it with my lightning sword.
Okay. So,
And I just roll onto my back oh.
Your arm just fell off. Not sure if you noticed.
I can learn to be ambidextrous.
Well, you give me a D4 here.
Okay. 1.
Okay, so the next round you are too busy like growling in pain to do anything
Okay.
because you're like So the rest of you have actions.
Can I try
You
to?
don't have to. You can try to if you want to make strength or agility roll. Anybody who wants to push the meat crate past the bad guys.
I will try to do that.
Okay.
Strength, it doesn't really matter. They're both +2 for me. 12?
That's exactly what you need.
Yeah.
So you grab it and push it, even as you can feel like fluids seeping through the
skin that doesn't
yeah,
fit anymore, but
right.
it pops.
Basically, wherever there is a gap, there is a little bit of gel goo that is leaking out.
Ooh.
Are you attacking, or are you making a run for it because she's got the thing on board?
I'm going to try and help her out of there.
Okay. Give me a strength roll.
16.
You scoop up Cinder and get her into the Alpha Dinghy. You arrive, and everybody's getting into the Alpha Dinghy.
Come on, Buck!
Remind me to give you some of my strawberries.
Aw, you're...
Ow.
I'll make my way to the dinghy.
All right. The door rolls shut. And you feel everybody straps in just in time for the ship to launch.
Thank goodness they said all 4 of us were alive.
How did they know?
We asked them. They said only 4 of us survived.
But how did they know?
And we look out the window, there's just a Jeff looking out
Oh yeah.
the glass.
Holding on.
And that is where we end our episode here tonight.
Poor Jeff.
Thanks for joining us. Please be sure to check out our next adventure in the wild world of Vast Grimm. But from all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game, and be thankful you're not Jeff. Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.